Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. We are continuing with our Foxglove Forest project today. So I just wanted to bring you along and see what we can do with this. So I've got things out here. Some stuff is ready. Some stuff I still have to figure out. So let me kind of clean up my mess a little bit and organize somewhat. Okay, we'll put those over there. That can wait a minute. These can go there. And I'm probably going to begin, if I can get this done quickly enough, which I think I can, I will probably begin to, I have been working and preparing, so I've got glue on my fingers. What's new with that, right? Okay. I will probably be working a little bit on my cover to this tag journal that I'm doing. So, first thing I want to do is move this over to the tags. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is let me get this glued on. Now, this is going to be, I cut these larger tags out of the actual journal pages is what I did. So this one was here. I think I might have cut even a little bit more off of there to make it fit where I needed to, but this was the other side of the journal page. So I'm going to use this to back the card, the journal card, or the tag. In this case, my little mark there is telling me, because I don't do well when I flip things over, which side I want to glue it to. Because, you know, I automatically go to the upper left, and in this case, that's not what I want. So I cleaned my glue bottles, guys, and filled them up. So hopefully this will be better. My glue is working better. It wasn't, well, I honestly don't know why it would make a difference, but then, you know, I'm no scientist either. So it wasn't the nozzle, because I kept cleaning the nozzle and looking at the nozzle, but when I went to fill up the glue bottle, in the rings around here where it, you know, screws on, had some stuff caked in there. So I took it out and, you know, cleaned that out, which was, you know, only took a minute or two, so that wasn't so bad. I honestly don't know if it makes a difference. I don't know if the glue bottle being fuller, you know, to the top is making a difference. I don't know if it's a little bit warmer in my basement and that's making a difference. I don't know if it's any or all of the above, but right now the glue is working. So I'm happy for that. So that is a plus for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down to the paper like so. Make sure I've got it lined up, because I did want this, the lettering and that little bit of green. Just thought it would be nice to have that. So that is what I'm doing there. So let's move that over. And I used my little tag cornery things because I was having some difficulty making it fit to the pocket. It's going to be on the back. So I thought, well, you know, if I just clip off the corners, but why don't I try it with, you know, just with my little new tool. So that's what I tried. And it did what I needed. At least I think it did. I hope it did. Because I tried it with just the, you know, the top paper. I was going to say the design paper, but so was the backing. I tried it with just that, but knowing that it was going to have more thickness to it, I wanted to make sure that it would fit. So I kind of cut it down a little bit more, which is why the leaf came out on the back. So I'm going to try my best. It's too, even though this has got a good design on it, I'm still going to make that line for myself. It really does help me. It creates what looks to me like a shadow, and the shadow is what allows me to see the difference between two things, so that are the same or nearly the same. So I'm doing my best to learn how to cut better with my eye situation. I was not the best cutter before. I probably would have failed scissors in grade school, but I was not the best before, but I'm trying to learn. Now this is a little darker down here, so because of the print. So hopefully I did that okay. Then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna use my handy dandy little guy again, and I'm using the largest one. Let's see if it will go all the way to the edge of the paper, or if I'm going to need to trim again. It looks all right. Things do get caught in here though. I think it's just the nature of the shape of it. The point gets stuck. So, all right, and to this side. Aha! It works pretty well. Actually, I think I see just a little bit of, put it on this, yeah, on the dark. It might have been the way I put it in. It might be because it's, I'm just gonna trim it. I have a little, just a little bit of white, which wouldn't be noticeable, really, if you didn't ink. But when you ink, and I'm having trouble finding the edge of the page here. Here we go. Okay, there we are. All right, that's good. I don't think I'm gonna need that, so I'll just put that back over there. And let me get this one inked. So, yeah, when you ink it, at least when I ink it, I always see the gap between the edge of the paper and then the lower paper, because I back things. I don't always just do them, I rarely actually just do them out of card. And the reason being is because my one printer, for me anyway, and I'm no printer whiz either, but my one printer, the inkjet, which is the one I prefer, and I'll tell you why in a minute, when I print on cardstock, I have to put it on a higher quality, which means I'll use more ink, and they are just little cartridges. I don't have the refillable. It is an older printer. It has its moments from time to time, but it's still going strong. It is an Epson. But I know that when it comes time for me to get a new printer, I will get the EcoTank ones and get on the ink plan. I use an awful lot of ink. And again, when I show you finally my craft room tour, as it were, hopefully, I don't know, maybe this year, I'm hoping, I will, it doesn't look like I got this very well down here. There we go. I will show you just how many papers I print, because for the most part, I print at least some of every kit I have, and I just have boxes of them in files. So you know what, I'm gonna, bear with me for a second, guys. I'm gonna put a new piece of tape on this. I'm not sure how I wrinkled that one up, but I did. And like I said, I'm not quite ready, reaching for my tape here. I'm not quite ready to let this mat go and use the new one. So I just keep taping where I've cut. All right, so let's put that over there. All right, for right now, we're gonna now glue this down. So let me just kind of review what we did here. All right, this was the front, okay? And this is a pocket. Now I have something to go in there, and I'm going to put a little something along here. I'm not sure just yet what. I think these are too short. I'm not sure what I want to put, because I may just cut a piece and kind of put it in. I do have to trim out here. Oh no, I don't. Okay. I may just cut a piece and just kind of slide a piece of paper under here with some glue on it, because I didn't back this, and I should have. So that's probably a little repair I'm going to do here. So that was the front, and this was a pocket, and I have something to go in there, and we're going to get to that. The back has also a pocket, and same thing. I did not reinforce it, so I will. Though this may get some lace. I don't know that I want lace on here because I have this here. But anyway, then it opens this way. We're going to glue this piece down. I have pockets and tags for here, and then I'm going to cut some paper, and we're going to put just a small amount of paper in here, not too much, but a small amount. And I'll just get some kind of strip, again, maybe something like these, which really looks quite nice right there, as a matter of fact. I have some other things I can do as well. So put something down there, and then I'm just going to put, I don't know, I'm thinking it's pretty decent heft of paper. I think maybe I took the lighter one, I'm not sure. I have it over there. So we'll see, 3 or 4 or 5 maybe little sheets, but we've got to cut, of course, and it'll only come out to here. So, and that'll give us like a little bit of a journal in here. And whether or not I put a pocket or anything, I don't know, because this isn't the only thing. This is, you know, well, you know. So let's get this down. Let's do that first. Let me push this one up here. So I hope everybody is doing okay. I had an extremely busy week. Well, extremely busy, more than 2 weeks, really. So it's been kind of crazy with work. Like I said, August was just going to be a logistic nightmare and a lot of physical work for me, which caused a lot of physical pain. Back, neck, shoulders, hands. Yeah, it was tons of fun. But that part is over for me now. At least that's one chunk that's over for me now. Then there'll be camp coming up this next week that I have to go up and work on, and or work at, and then I'm gonna turn this way so I can do this from the top, because I'd rather trim from here than here, just in case I don't have this right. Okay, just get it there. And that looks all right. And it's not in there. You can see how straight I cut. Like I said, I would have failed scissors. If they graded you on using scissors, I would have failed, and I still would have failed. Okay, I can actually go in a little bit more. Let's see if I can slide it back some. I am going to try. I am going to try. Is that any better? Barely, but trimmable, not a problem. You can see that things aren't lining up here or over here, and those are all things I want to trim, but not at the moment. I will trim them so we come nearer the end, so that I'm sure everything is as it should be. All right, I want to see. Yeah, look at this. I'm thinking it will fit in here, and I kind of like that idea. Let me trim this down. I don't need it very wide. And we'll see if we want to do that for the middle here. I was thinking maybe putting some cheesecloth in, and then I was like, well, I don't know about that. I definitely didn't want lace because I felt that would be just too bulky, too thick. So let's see what I think. I like that at the top. Problem is it really, well, it's not going to. It's not going to, is it? I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. But whatever I do, I have to do it first because I have pockets that are going down and I don't want it to cover the pocket. So it's got to go down first. So I think I'm just going to, let me reach up here. Okay. I think I'll cut a strip out of this. And that'll be fine if I cut it from that end. This is that tea-dyed paper that I had done, I don't know, a couple of years ago probably, and didn't really like how it came out because tea-dyed, it was fine. I decided, oh, I'll wrinkle it up and it'll look really good, and it's like, no, you know what, it really doesn't look that good, so. So I keep it, and I, every now and then I'll back a tag maybe with it, or do something like this. This is gonna require me, look at how that curves. Look at that, how easily that goes. Okay, this is just gonna require a little bit of, you know what, let me ink it. I don't really have to ink that end, and I don't have to ink that end. It'll require a little bit of pressing down because this ripples when you tea dye or stain your paper, you know, with whatever color. It affects the grain of the paper, and it will shrink and it will ruffle like that. So it requires, at least for me, a little bit more glue. So, all right, I want that side out because that will hopefully, which end did I not ink? Okay, there we go. Yeah. So anyhow, my niece in South Carolina is just counting the days now until her little girl is born. So we're all just on the edge of our seats waiting. So exciting. I believe I have enough glue up here. I want to go up far enough so that I'm sure I've got the edges, but I'm gonna end up cutting part of that off, but that's okay. That is okay, as long as it gets the glue to the edge, right? All right, so we're gonna start at the bottom here, and again, I know that I'm gonna be trimming things like this, but this will just go with it. And we're going to pull this up straight, I hope. I want to make sure that we are in the middle with this. I am hoping. Try to press it down, and it needs to go over. Okay. So if it needs to go over there, let's bring this back up and bring it over this way, and it wants to curve. So hopefully my big face wasn't just in there on you. That looks pretty good. I'm going to try to push it back this way and press out these ripples some. Okay. It may not be very straight. It may not be. Okay. wipe off my glue mistake here. Love this glue. Love it. For me, it's worth the smell. It's worth the smell. It's worth the expense, though. Honestly, you know, isn't all the glues. They're expensive for the most part. So, okay, get rid of that. All right, I'm just gonna run my nail down the center. That is not bad, especially for me. That is not bad. Okay, let me get this corner a little bit. This bottom. Like I said, I know part of this will probably get trimmed off, but that's okay. So we have that. Let's get this inked in here a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to put down our pockets. I don't know that I'm going to lace them at all. Again, it's all about the bulk, and these things have to fold up. So probably not. And there's going to be, I had said that there was going to be 8 of these, you know, multi-interactive sort of tags that were going to make up this book. But I realized that there was really only the pink, the green, and the blue. And I'm thinking, well, all right, that's that's still an issue because that's only 3 colors, not 4. So I do believe somewhere, where's my, nope, that's not it. Oh, there it is. I do believe somewhere there is probably something a little more lavender or purpley in one of their kits. And again, it won't be from this kit, but it will be from Tania and or Nanine from Tatty Treasure and Collage Type. I can see I could trim there too, so that's all right. Probably what I will do is once I'm completely done, before I put the papers in, I think I'm just going to go ahead and because by then all this glue should be dry, I hope. I hope. And I will trim this on my heavier trimmer. Just trying to rub off that glue that's sitting on the outside. So that's going to be the next one. Yep, good. So, I forgot what I was saying. Oh my goodness. But I may come back around to it, who knows? I may completely forget about it, and you may never hear the end of what I was supposed to be saying. I'm a mystery. But anyway, so we're just going to go ahead, and I'm just going to glue this as if it was even though it's not. And like I said, I will use my bigger, heavier cutter to just slice the bottom here and make everything even. Now this was obviously, my printer was giving me an issue with ink, and I don't know if you can see it here, but I can see lines, you know, from the printer. I did clean it and all of that and adjust it, but I have these lines. But I figured I can put some lace there and I can just trim it to fit on here, and that'll be fine. Or just bring it across or something. I don't know. So that's what we have there. All right. Now what's going to go in here is this tag or journaling card. So this one's going to go in the back here. I don't want to pull too hard because, you know. So that one's going to go back here. And I haven't made up my mind which ones, but I'm thinking probably this one. And it's a tough decision. Don't want the blue because I want that for the blue, that for the green, that for the green. So I guess it's going to have to be you. So we'll probably just put this one here and this one here like so. Okay, so they're going to go in there more than likely. So these are going to go in the green, that's going to go in the blue, and I don't know what else. So we have that so far. Then what I have to decide is how I want to decorate here. So let's see, how am I doing time-wise? All right. I don't have all of this stuff cut out. I do have some. So I have that. Let me, or what about the wider one? I'm not sure which way this goes. No. I'm gonna stick with my first choice, right? Okay, let's go ahead. Put this back around here. It's one of my ways when I'm working with things to try to keep things straight, so I don't make a big mess everywhere, because I'm really good at that. Really good at that. So, I may use a butterfly, even though it's blue. And let's see, what would I want here? This is an odd bag here, but I have a lot of these tags. So what would I want? How about that one? I think that'll be good. All right, let's hit this with a little ink around the very tippy edges. I can't tell you how much it makes me feel good to be in here. My little seclusion here in the basement, but I just love being here, doing this stuff, and being with you guys. I just don't get enough time. So, all right, let me see if I want to put just a little something to distract. What is this? Nope, too wide. What do I have here? No, wait on that one. Some of these are white, which is fine if I wanted white. What do I have here? Ooh, here we go. Here's one if I can find the bottom of it. Or the end of it. This is the one thing about these things that drives me nuts. I can never find where it begins. Now, that's where that one down there ends. But I can't find, oh, what's this? No, that's, ooh, those little cheaters. They taped it together because it's not one piece. So if anybody has, oh, hang on a minute. I need a pin for this one. Hang on. Be right back. Just turning around back here, getting a little pin. Pin that back in. If anybody has a clue on how to find the ends of these, I would appreciate any tips you have, because I can never find the end. And usually what I end up doing is I just pull it off, and which is what I'm about to do. I'm just going to pull it off, and I will just rewind it on there when I get a minute. Oh, here's one. Okay. Ah, look, it wasn't really the end. I think it was maybe the end. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to do it fully across, which will be fine. I'm going to put it up just a little bit. Actually, let me go ahead and take these things out. And I'm going to trim this now because I don't want to put that lace on and then find out I'm either too close to the bottom or too far away. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this puppy in here like this. And it doesn't look straight to me. Why would that be? Let's see. I'm looking here and it's crooked, but it seems straight. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here like so. I'm going to line it up across the bottom here. I'm lining it up here best as I can see, giving myself enough room to, I just moved it. I was right in the right spot. Okay. All right, and we're just gonna go here, and I'm gonna have to make a few passes till I'm through all of this. Let's see how I've done so far, because I'm going through all kinds of stuff here. I'm going through card, paper, glue, lace, just going through all kinds of things. How are we? Right here. That is my issue. And there we are. All right. So I have now trimmed the bottom of this. Trying to clean the fuzz out. There we go. And let me put that back down here. Get rid of that, and that just fell forward. All right. So that's everything there. So let me go ahead before I go any further. I always have trouble getting these things open. And I will ink the bottom here. Okay. I know I'm a little off screen, but all right, it's good enough. Good enough. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and put our lace on. So let me get my lace cutting scissors. Try to make this a little straighter. All right. And we're gonna, this is me trying to hide the imperfections on my printing. So I'm going to use the lace and the fussy cut and the label to try to eliminate that problem somewhat. Okay, so we'll bring this down to the edge here. There we go. Alrighty, flip this over and we'll cut that there. And I am going to just wrap this back around again and get myself a pin. Put it back. Hang on, I got a pin stuck in my finger. Goodness gracious. Okay. Put that in there. Put that back over here. Try to clean up as I go, you know? I'm not usually very good like that. Okay. So, get these back in here. All right, put that over there. And again, I don't know if I'll put a tab or something on here, because again, I'm trying to keep the bulk of it, the thickness of it down as much as I can. So they'll close, because I don't want to have a lot going on, because collectively through the book, oh, I remember what I was going to say, collectively through the book, or through the little tag journal that we're doing here, there's going to be quite a bit of journals, you know, quite a bit of tags and things like that. So yeah, that looks pretty straight. Let me get this guy. So what I was going to say, and I started to say before, brilliant, was that there's just the 3 colors really in this for the background pages. There's the 2 greens, 2 blues, and the 2 pinks, and then beige. So technically 4 colors. But my problem is I didn't want just plain beige. Now I'm going to use the beige for the 4th color, but I want to try to find some purple. And I am pretty darn sure I should be able to do that with some of the other kits that they have. Oh, I left the glue off this. I mean the lid off this. I filled it because it was empty. That was a joy. Because for some reason my funnel did not want to work. So I kind of had to clean up that mess, and then I had to try to pour it in by hand, which was fun. And I had to clean up that mess, and yeah. So anyway, got that. But anyhow, so I want to see if I can find something that's purple or lavendery, and go ahead and use the beige with a lavender or purple, more of a purple color that I will probably get from, and you know, I thought I got all of these, that I'll probably get from one of their other kits. So I'm going to try that, and that would give me the 4th main interactive tag like this one is. Then for the other tags, I'm just going to make the tag, and I'm going to use these cover pages as the backgrounds, and then put plain pockets with cutouts and things on them. Because this will not reach from top to bottom, because my printers do not print borderless, because they won't reach, there'll be a top tuck on one, because the paper will be missing up here, from here to here. This will be empty, so we'll have a top tuck with a tag, and then vice versa. We'll start at the top, there'll be some blank space at the bottom, so then we'll just go ahead and put the pocket on the bottom. And that's sort of what I'm gonna do. And then I'll probably back it with the plain papers as well. I can turn the pages like this, these pages, I can turn them vertical and make them a little bigger, so that they will fit on the backs of those tags like this. And I'm not sure if this is making any sense at all, but you'll see. You'll see. If I don't do it on camera, at least you'll see it off camera. So that looks really pretty. I think we're probably pretty ready where we can go ahead and try to fold this. Okay, here's my bone folder. Let's try to give that a good pressing down, because now we've got the lace in there as well. So, because I brought that all the way over, so we have that. Okay. You know what I was going to do? I forgot to do something. I was going to be gluing ribbon down underneath here. So, and I didn't do it. There's my ribbon, sitting there waiting for the closure. So, I was thinking about putting a pocket, but what if I that would work. Where's the other one? I have these. I can do a belly band. Let's go with this one. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is me fixing my mistakes again. Okay, so let's go ahead and just trim this one down. Okay, I'm going to fold this in half, and hopefully I am pretty even with this. Probably not very much. Pull this down a little bit more, like that. All right, I'm going to get my little single hole punch, and I'm just going in on the quarter here and on the quarter here. All right, put that back. And we now have this. Now, I'm gonna have to trim it to fit. So let me go here and here. Okay, I'm not sure where that other little piece went. That works. Now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a piece of this, and this is just what I cut away from the printables. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut the piece I need. Actually, yeah, let me cut the piece I need. Let me ink this first. See how well I can do with that. Okay. Ready? Okay, I'm gonna cut a size that I need. So all I'm gonna do, pencil here, line that up, can trim later if need be. I just need the size of the paper. Okay. So let me get my trimmer because I'd rather try to get this as straight as I can. And now I'll show you what I do when this is too narrow for me to find my spot. I grab either my pokey tool or a pin or my scissors, and I move. I can find what I did with that other pencil mark. There it is. I move that to go underneath the wire. And that should be pretty good, because I can't get my fingers in there because it's too narrow. Well, the paper is too narrow. All right, so let me put that back down. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure where I want this ribbon to be. We're making a belly band here, guys, which was not my intention, but you know, it is what it is. And this is what I had intended to do, all right? That was to put this ribbon underneath this paper is what it was supposed to be. I'm gonna go this way. Okay. All right. I want to bring that out just a little bit more. Okay. And then it was going to go under the paper here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead And I'm gonna find a clip. Hang on, oh, here's one. All right, I just want to clip this more or less where I want this to come out. All right, hopefully that should be enough. I think I'm just going to give myself a smidge more just because. All right, I think I have enough that way. All right, so I'm going to put some glue along here. Okay. And what I'm doing, because I can't glue the ribbon directly to the back of the belly band, because when you try to put something in or out of the belly band, it's going to catch on the ribbon. So what I'm going to do, try to get this off without pulling my ribbon now. There we go. Oh, I just realized my sweater really matches the color we're working with. Nice. Okay, so that was about where this was pinned. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in the middle, I hope, as best as I can. I'm stretching it out nice and flat. Okay, there we go. So we have that there. All right, then we're going to go ahead and put this down over the top of that. Just waiting for my bubble to go. Okay. I have to think of ways far too many times to figure out how to save my mistakes. I'm going to line that up on the bottom here. It's a little longer than I need. So I'm going to come back. Oh, no, it's not. It's okay. It's okay. All right, good. So we'll press this down and we'll do our corners again. Trying to get rid of as much glue in those corners as I can. Okay. So now it's upside down. So now, yes, now it's upside down. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, we're gonna do our best to peel this off because this has to be out this way. All right, and let's put some more glue on this. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I think we'll be doing the cover in the next video because I have a feeling I am way past my hour. I can't tell. Oh, maybe not quite, but soon. So I do envy people who can get this stuff done. They accomplish so much in, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour. It's just amazing, and I'm just struggling along. All right, let's see. Okay, let's try this again now, shall we? All right, hold you down. My pinky's locking up. All right, put this in here. Actually, on the edge, I'm trying to line up the holes, but I mean the notches, and they don't line up because there's nothing there yet. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I hope I've done this right. Like I said, these things work in my head, but sometimes when I get them outside of my head, they don't work so well. All right, line that up, do that one. I can trim the little edge on there. Just don't want to get the ribbon. So, get that. Didn't do that one very well. Alrighty, get back in there. There we go. All right, I'll just go ahead and do this one from in there. This one, the ribbon is out of the way. Let me go in a little further. That's just my eye. Okay, I might have to trim that one with the scissors a little bit because it's being difficult. This one I don't think is catching. Let me get it. My problem is I'm doing it in the wrong place is what I'm doing. All right, there we go. And it's a little off, but that's all right. I'll just trim with scissors. The glue is making it soft, the paper, so I'll just go ahead and trim that out with my scissors. Okay, and the same thing on this one over here. And then I'm going to check my time. Where am I? Oh, okay, not too bad. All right, not too bad. Let's see if we can get something finished here. All right, so this was what I was thinking. This will go this way, and this piece comes out on this side, okay? This piece will wrap around through the book, okay? And come out on the other side over here, okay? That's sort of what I'm thinking. And then it'll tie back this way. All right, so let's see. Let's see. See if I've done this right. Okay, so I'm gonna glue all the way, the notch and everything. So it's got a substantial amount of glue on it, and not just at the very edge. And then all I have to do is make a tag to go in here, which was not my plan, but okay. We'll see what we can do. All right. So let's kind of hold that ribbon out of the way. I usually like them just a little bit lower than center. I'm sorry if my head's in here. Okay. So we're gonna do that. Let me just make sure that's straight. I think it might be a little crooked. All right. So there we have that, all right? And then even though, okay, that's just gonna stay in there, it's gonna wrap around this way, and it's gonna tie back here, like so. I just don't wanna pull it tight right now. So I'm just kind of, it's going back to the center, but I just wanna try to show you what I mean with it, because I don't wanna pull the belly band part off. And when you come back, there'll be another belly band, but that'll be how that will tie in there, okay? It'll be a little bit tighter than that. I think I did that right. Maybe I did that wrong. I don't know now. Did I do it right or did I do it wrong? Maybe it has to go this way. Ah, maybe that was the deal. It works either way. It's like, why is it popping up? It does go this way. So it'll go just like that and around, and we'll tie back here. Much neater than this, I promise. But that is sort of the idea about what's going to happen with this one. And that'll keep that closed. So, okay. I see, though, I do have to trim. So let me pull this. I have this hanging over just a little bit. So I'm going to pull the ribbon back away from here, because we don't want to cover that or cut that. And then I'll just take my scissors, hold the ribbon back underneath, try to trim this because it's damp with the glue. Trim that off. There we go. And cut the ribbon. Yes, I did. Golly gee. Well, we're gonna fix that too. I thought I had the ribbon pulled back. Let me go ahead and glue it on here. Still can be fixed. How many mistakes? It's a little too much glue right there. All right, so I'm gonna glue it on here. It should still be all right. Get that in the middle. And then put more glue on top. Get rid of my bubble. And there we go. Okay. make sure I have it straight. I have to hold it up to make sure it's straight. And we still managed to do it okay. All right, I'm not gonna pull on that though. So we'll worry about that later. All right. I'm gonna put this together next. This is what's gonna go in the front pocket. Well, we're gonna let that stay calm. I have some acetate here. I don't know if you can see that, maybe with the glare. Cut out one of these frames, and I'm going to put this on. Let me get some glue, this cover back on. All right. We're gonna go around the edges and the inside. Actually, I could do the whole thing, right? This is plugged up again. It's gonna be one of those days. All right. I'm trying to do this careful because one of the last times I did this, I was in a hurry and did it really fast and pulled the pin out and then shoved it right down into my finger. So I don't want a repeat of that one. So we'll just be a little more careful this time. So let's go ahead, put this acetate on. And we should be good. All right, I gotta check what time it is too, because I've got stuff I've gotta take care of, and I'm running out of time to do those lovely projects. Don't want to go too close to the edge with this because it will ooze out. It might be a good idea to kind of smooth it down a little bit before I go pressing anything on it. Just a little extra here to try to help hold it in place. All right, and then I'm just going to kind of smush with my finger to kind of keep it from coming out. All right, and I'll just put a big wad of glue right in the middle of the acetate because my fingers are all wet. All right. That should work. Okay. I can't really tell. Let me clean off my fingers here. Get some of that glue off. And then see, I'm holding it up because I feel like I made a smear here. And see, this works really well with the, oh, that worked good. It works really well with the Fabri-Tac, but I didn't know how well it was going to work with, I keep holding this up to the light so I can see. I didn't know how well it would work with the art glitter glue, but it did take a lot of it off. I'm just bringing it back here to kind of wipe off the dust with something lint-free. Ah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, and that's going to go on here, okay? And we'll go ahead and use the, I want to make sure there's any glue leakage that it doesn't get caught on the card. So we'll go ahead and put this on the backing, and then we'll glue the card to its backing. And again, there'll probably be a tab or something. I'm just not sure at this point what that's going to be. So, okay. And that goes there. All right. Now let's, this was just a piece of the tan color or beige color. And I was going to put this up here, and then I really didn't like it, so I did an all over one on this side, and this is going to be the back. So this was a stencil here, and I'm just going to glue that down there. Let me cover this one up. Probably going to use a little bit of lace on this, I think, because I just don't think I want, let me do it here. I just don't think I want a tab. I think I want to add just a little bit more lace. I know it's foresty and kind of botanical, but, and it's got animals, you know, foxes and I think squirrels or something. And so it's got some animals in it, but, you know, woodsy animals. But I don't know. I have to keep making things really feminine. I really do. I try to be a little bit more collagey and grungy and not so lacy all the time, but I really do have a problem with doing that. I have a problem not putting lace on things. I don't know what that is. Corner down here. So sometimes it just don't get it on fast enough, or I put my finger in it and there's not enough glue or whatever. Rub that off. These erasers are awesome. Okay, so it's going to go in here, though I don't dare now until I put some sort of a lace tab, but it will go down in here. Looks like I'm going to have to trim it, though. Yes, because the glue took up space. So let's do some trimming. There's so much involved in these, isn't there? Just to get these journals done. Okay, just trying to get it even. Start from the middle because one, there's some fresh glue on one of the corners, and two, sometimes with this, when I cut something thick, it grabs it if you start at the edges. So I start in the middle, and that makes it a little bit better for me anyway. All right, let's get this. We'll ink this up. We'll find a little tab of lace, and we'll put this on, and then, or put it in, I should say, and we will end this video there. In the next video, we will finish this up and work a little bit on the cover. I am going to be doing a lot of work off screen when my husband and I have discussed the logistics of it all, and did the back, didn't do the front. And I will be able to be recording at least my videos while I'm gone, not this coming week when I'm at our camp, but let's do this. But the following week when we are at I like that. Okay, so we're gonna do this. The following week when we are at my in-laws at my husband's parents' house, he is going to set me up with a table and chair and electricity. I think I'll just stick that in my little lace bin. And I'm going to cut this way. And then I'm just going to glue it front to back. I hope. So, yeah, so that's what he's going to do. And so I'm excited about that. I'll be working outside, actually. So I think what we're going to be doing, the plan at least, is to open up the garage door and kind of put my table at the edge of the garage door, more or less. I'm gonna line it up from here first. And so I'll have the electricity from inside the garage, and yeah, so it should be good. So this is what I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue going up the edge, or edges, I should say, like this. I'm just dabbing. I'm gonna go across the top of where it's a little thicker, where the lace part is a little thicker, and then just dab a little bit here. And then we're gonna go ahead and press that down. And that will dry nice and stiff on the corners, across the top. And it's not what I had in mind. But let me do another one. I do not mind. I'm just tired, I think, guys. I don't know what it is. It has been such a long couple of weeks from when I first got back. Oops. Let me make sure I can line this up. Yeah, okay, good. I meant it to go front and back, not on top of each other like that. That was just silly. But yeah, it's just been crazy. Crazy. A couple of weeks now, almost a couple of weeks. And oh, I was gonna line it up from the top, right? Yes. This is actually not such a bad thing, because it will offer still that much more stability. Didn't cut that clean enough. I'll go back and get that in a minute. Well, let me do it now. I cut into the other side of the lace, so I'm just gonna trim this off. Okay, almost. One more little snippet. There we go. Come on, you, snip away. It's being held on by one tiny little hair-thin thread. Okay, put that in there. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing on this side. Put the glue up the sides. And then dab it across the top where it's thicker. And then put that back down. Yeah. Very pretty, very pretty. Look, I'm gonna use my spatula. Ooh. Press it down. So excited. I always forget now. But there we go. And I do love this color. Do love that color. All right. So this is just gonna go, hopefully now it's thin enough, narrow enough. It's gonna fit right in here. It's not narrow enough for me. So let me get it back out, guys. It will go in, but I feel the resistance and I don't like that. So for me, that's just too tight. And yeah, I don't like it like that. So I'm just going to, I'm trying to see the wire end where I've inked. Okay, and this one's gonna go this way. I have to do it like that because of the lace now on top. So where am I here? Okay, I think that looks even. before I go inking again, let's just make sure it's going to fit this time. Okay. Yeah. Snug but doable. And this is a you can pull it out kind of thing. Trying not to disturb that lace on top because it's still wet. Take a little bit off the bottom. And that way I am sure it will go. And that is going to be this for today. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and continue to finish this for the next video with the cover. And that will be next Wednesday, which will be the, what's today? 7th, right? It's terrible. I can't remember. Yeah, the 7th. Today's the 7th. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I will continue this on the 16th. And then we will go to a couple more of the videos. There we go. Liking that a little better. All right, good, good. And that one is going to, that's my little bag for my stuff. That one is going to go in here. I will probably work on reinforcing this, but I will show you because I think I have 2 places I want to do it. So I will cut everything and get it ready for you to see. And then this one stays here and this one comes around. And we tie it thus. And I may trim the ends of these ribbons only because it's got to go into the, oh, I did that wrong again, didn't I? Oh my gosh. It's my own idea and I can't even get it right. Okay. It's got to go this way. There we go. And around the back. Lay it flat. Yep. Okay. Because of how it's going to be bound for a spine, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I like this idea. Let's do this. Yeah. There we go. Because it's going to be bound the way it's going to be bound, these will have to kind of stay out of the way. So yeah, but anyway, so that is that for now. I'm going to work on, well, I do have it, but I did not finish it. Put the tag in here, and then work on, this is the next video, and then work on a tag for here. Okay, and then we'll also put in the few pages for this, maybe put a tab or something and reinforce, and then this part will be done, and then we'll move on to the other ones. So that's it for now, guys. I'm sorry this one ended up being kind of long, very long. I appreciate your patience, and I will be looking forward to seeing you next Wednesday and the following Wednesdays. And like I said, I'll probably work a lot on this while I'm at my in-laws, just to get it all in and done by the end of August. So that's it for now, guys. So be safe, be happy, and be blessed. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.